What up, G Life? It's your boy MC Shadow back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys comment, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share if possible because it does help out my channel. Don't forget to click on the subscribe, the like. It's free, it don't cost anything, and you'll be helping my channel out a lot. And I would, gladly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Now, oh, and don't forget to check out the playlist where I have all my videos, and the own folders make the video you're looking for a lot easier. They're in their own categories. That way you don't have to keep scrolling. One thing that I get asked a lot, and I've been getting asked, a lot, so recently as well, including by, some of my day one, subscribers, and, people that actually want to start channels as well, so that's why I decided to bring, this video. They say, how is it that I'm able to keep my composure, when I'm on YouTube, like, how is it that I don't let the comments get to me, or, all those, smack talking that people do, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? How am I able to keep my cool and not let it get to me? Well, there's actually several things. The way I see it is that it's the internet. It's literally pointless getting mad over the internet. I mean, there's nothing you can do. I mean, you know what I mean? You don't know who these individuals are, where they live. For all you know, they could stay in New Jersey, Kentucky, Kansas. You know what I mean? So you always have to keep that in mind. So it would be pointless, arguing through a device. I see it as pointless. So I'm not gonna do something, if it's pointless. You get what I mean? So there will be no reason for me to get mad. Second of all, you can't get mad when somebody's spreading, like, if you know that these things are not true, then why would it get to you, or why would you get mad? You get what I'm saying? See, me, the difference is about me is that I don't care about what other people think about me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what people think about me, or what they gotta say about me. You know what I mean? I'm happy with myself, and like, I got no problem with the way I am, or and as long as I'm cool and happy and satisfied, you know what I mean? That's the only truth, opinions and feelings that should matter. You know what I mean? Which is your own. You know what I mean? Because in this world, you're not going to be able to satisfy everybody or make everybody happy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You're going to have individuals that are just going to talk smack and not like you. They don't even need a reason. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. So I completely understand that, so, I get it. You know what I mean? I can't be, mad just because this person feels some type of way about me. That's the way it is. Everybody has their own opinions and their own way of looking at things. I understand that not everybody out there's gonna be feeling or digging my videos and stuff like that. And you have to understand that if you want to make a channel, you have to understand that there's gonna be people that are gonna disagree with you, and there are people that are gonna, come, shit talking because they don't know how to express themselves. But that's just more about that person than anything else. Like me, the way I see it, when a person's coming like that, I always keep it in mind, like, man, like, I wonder what this individual went through in order for him to be displaying this, these type of behaviors. For all I know, he had a rough, childhood and life as it is. You know what I mean? So for me to come on here and to talk shit to him and add on to that, you know what I mean? Because those type of behaviors, or that type of behavior, it doesn't manifest out of nothing. You know what I mean? It comes from something. In order for this individual to wanna make other people, mad, or wanna, just ruin their day just because it brings them some kind of joy and satisfaction, that's disturbing and it's alarming, for a person to have that type of behavior. That says a lot about them. It sets off a lot of red flags, and not in a good way. And that's not to take no shots at these individuals or nothing like that. My point, that's what it is. I recommend some therapy to maybe help get to the bottom of this. You know what I'm saying? My personal opinion. So I always look at it from that point of view, right? Like, these individuals, probably going through a lot, and that's not to say that just because they go through that, it justifies them behaving that way. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that I look at it from different points of views and perspectives and stuff like that. You get what I mean? When it comes to things like that, because look, when you're on YouTube, and I know that there's a lot of YouTube channels that don't see this. Since I study, human behavior and the psychology behind it, I'm able to tell, what's going on. But others, I understand that, they won't be able to pick up on it, I'm not acting like I'm all smart and shit like that, you know what I mean? I'm just saying that, because of, of what I study, I'm not trying to brag or nothing, because you're going to have people on YouTube, right? Because when people are watching you as a content creator, you're going to have individuals in there who are going to be questioning, your motives, questioning your message, and questioning, all of that. So they'll be asking questions they'll be asking questions in order to get out, your true persona, who you truly are, you know what I mean? How you truly carry yourself. And they do this in many different ways. People are pretty, sharp out there. I see it all the time, how it's been happening. They befriend you, they act like, they're your friends, they cool and everything like that. And then they'll be dropping, questions here and there, but that are, the type of questions that are asked, and the way that they're asked is to kind of get, your true character out. They even find, the appropriate time of when to ask these questions. You know what I mean? When you're off game. It's one of the tactics that people use when it comes to, getting the truth out of somebody. Like, especially when you're doing interviews, it's an interview tactic. And also, what FBI use and everything like that when they're interrogating somebody. You know what I mean? You're asking them a bunch of questions about, the crime scene or whatever, and then you throw a random goofball question in there, like, hey man, what type of music do you like? Or, hey, oh, those are some pretty nice shoes, man. Where'd you get those? And then you get them out of their comfort zone, because remember, they're cooking up the story, so they're playing the story out in their head that they're trying to tell. So you're trying to get them off of that page, of what they already recited in their heads. So you throw them off like that, right? So you're stuck in, then you start talking about just this conversation for a cool minute, and then you hit them with that. So whatever. So now their mind is discombobulated. You know what I mean? Now for them to retract of what they said, now they're more of a chance they're gonna make a mistake. And individuals do that here on YouTube. You know what I mean? They do it to these content creators. They're not able to see it, but they do it. You know what I mean? Another reason why they, want them to be drinking or doing, anything else, that's why they be like chug or drink a beer with, you know what I mean? Just to get their true persona out there. Because there's a lot of individuals that don't like, the type of life that, the type of life we live. And I'm not just saying us gang members. I'm talking about like anybody out there. You know what I mean? People are just gonna find something to critique about you or not like on how you carry yourself, or one way or the other, despite what it is. You know what I mean? They're just gonna find something to judge on. That's humanity. That's humanity for you. We tend to do that a lot. A lot of individuals do that. So there's gonna be people out there that just are not liking you and just have nothing better to do to try to bring you down. You know what I mean? Because now it's like if they think the opposite of you, right? But then you're rising up, and everybody's siding with you and everything like that. So now this person feeling that the way he sees it is wrong, when in reality he knows that he's not wrong. He knows that you're wrong. So he's gonna do everything in his power to try to bring you down, because like that, it makes it feel like if he's actually right in the way he sees things and how he views it and conducts himself, just not owning up to maybe there's a possibility that maybe he's wrong, or she, or whatever, so that's why these individuals go to this extreme. It's more about themselves than the actual individual. Like, it's not about them wanting to ruin this individual's life. It's about them not wanting to own up that potentially they were seeing it wrong. You know what I mean? And that's what they don't want. They don't want to own up to the possibility of maybe they're fucking up. You get what I'm saying? So it's more of a self battle than anything else when it comes to these kind of behaviors. But like I said, they're sharp and key enough to like on how to get people out of their comfort zone. And then there's individuals also that befriend these channels or whatever, and they stir up conflicts with them in another channel. You know what I mean? They create the beefs between these two channels, because then these two channels could go at it against each other, and then everybody sits back and watches the show, because in reality they dislike both of these channels, but they befriended them to think that they were down with their message and stuff like that, just for both channels to bring themselves down. Because it's like, look how these people actually really behave. Look, this is how they really are. This is how they truly behave. You get what I'm saying? To make them look like in a bad image. Like, look, see, these guys haven't changed. These guys are still the same. Like, and stuff like that. And a lot of content creators don't see that. You know what I mean? That these individuals, manipulate and stir up the pots for these reasons. I'm able to tell. You know what I mean? I get it a lot even when I do my lives, and because when I do my lives, I'm always drinking. And so I even with a few King Cobras in me, and people have seen me buzz on my lives and everything like that, I never steer off anywhere, because I don't need to steer off anything, because this is my honest opinions. This is how I truly think. This is how I truly am. All the beer in the world is not going to change that. You get what I'm saying? People have seen it, you know what I mean? Because that's why I always say it's better to be honest about everything. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of things on here that I'm honest with that a lot of people don't like. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people don't like some of the things that I say, or because they see me like, oh, okay, this guy's still a part of the streets and blah 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 blah. But like I said, if people are gonna be down with me, or are gonna if I'm trying to get a message, I want to come 100% genuine, with no bullshit. You know what I mean? I rather somebody come at me, with the truth than to try to lie to me. You know what I mean? That's just the way I see it. Even if I don't like the truth, and I probably would have been better off with the lies, my boy, I can't live with lies. You know what I mean? It's better to tell the truth, even if it hurts that person. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's for the best. Because creating all these lies is only going to bring you temporarily peace or joy or whatever, or just to avoid certain things. That doesn't mean that the problem's been fixed or solved or nothing, because it's going to happen. It's going to get bigger, and then it's going to blow up, and it's going to be 15 times worse than if it would have had just been what you had told them in the beginning. That's why it's never good to do that, because you're only postponing it. You know what I mean? And you're only creating the eruption bigger. That's why it's better to come, truly honest, since the get-go, since the beginning. If people are going to be down with you, they're going to be down with you. At least they're down with you for the real you. You know what I mean? Than who you want to pretend to be. I'd rather people like me for how I truly am than for me, how I pretend to be. That's not a good way to live. You know what I mean? And that's the 100% truth. So the advice I would give is just that, just come 100% with the truth, honesty. Don't let what people say get to you guys, because at the end of the day, I mean, if you know the truth, that's the only thing that matters. And understand that these people are gonna do it just for the fun of it. It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna end, and it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It comes with this, with this terrain. You know what I mean? You gotta accept it. At the end of the day, I mean, they're just words. You know what I mean? It's nothing to get all worked up over. If people want to believe these individuals, then so be it. You know what I mean? If you know that those are lies, and then these individuals are believing lies, then why are you going to let it get to you? Remember, nothing in this world will ever beat the truth. No lie, no matter how good it's told, no matter how many people believe the lie, it will never be the truth. And they will never beat the truth. Never forget that, bro. So you got nothing to sweat. You get what I'm saying? Honesty is always going to be the best policy. And that's 100. And like I said, there's people out here that manipulate stuff. You know what I mean? So don't fall for the games. Just scope and see. But I'm just saying, Shadow, we out.